Hello, I am Kat, and welcome back to my channel, Simply Batangueña. Today's video is a New Year's special. Enjoy watching! First, we need to thoroughly wash all our fruits and vegetables to properly clean and get rid of anything dirt or bacteria on its surface. The fruits are to be used for our yearly tradition to put round things on the table to welcome the new year. Of course, its main purpose is for it to consume to make our body and immune system strong and healthy during this pandemic, as it is filled with vitamins and minerals. Let's move on to cooking. First dish is the lasagna. Our first step is to make the red sauce. In a big and deep pan, heat up 2 tablespoons of oil, then carefully place in 1 kilo of ground pork. Sprinkle a teaspoon of salt, mix, and wait until it cooks. While the ground pork is being cooked, chop 1 large onion to small pieces. I use portable chopper in this process. Next, mince 6 cloves of garlic. Remove the hard part at the bottom of the garlic before chopping it. Now, let's cut our jumbo hot dog into pieces. Going back to the ground pork, once cooked, separate it from the oil and set aside. In the same pan and oil, fry the sliced hot dogs. Once done, Also take it out and set aside. Follow with the sautéing of onion and garlic on the same pan. Transfer the sautéed onion and garlic into a clean pan without adding any oil. Also, add in the hot dogs and ground pork. Mix for a couple of minutes before adding a small can of liver spread. Next, pour in 1 kilogram of Filipino-style spaghetti sauce and mix everything. A bottle of ketchup will then be poured in. After pouring, fill half of the bottle with water. Shake well. Then add in the sauce. Mix it well again. Two pouches of tomato sauce will also be added, then a pouch of tomato paste. Mix everything. After mixing in all the red liquid ingredients, sprinkle a tablespoon of ground black pepper, a tablespoon sugar, and mix it well. Grate 1 block of a cheddar cheese into the sauce and mix until the cheese is dissolved. And ta-da! Here is the delicious red sauce, although the color has changed because of the lighting. Next up is the white sauce for our lasagna. In a smaller pan, melt 50 grams of butter, then mix in 1 big can of evaporated milk and grate half a block of cheddar cheese. Mix until the cheese is dissolved. Also, add a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Finally, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of dissolved flour and carefully mix it all up until the sauce is slightly thickens. Here's our creamy and cheesy white sauce. For our pasta, carefully place in the pasta into the boiling water with a tablespoon of oil. Carefully stir every now and then so they won't stick together. Cook according to package instructions. Drain, rinse, and set aside. Let's now assemble the lasagna. First, put a decent amount of sauce on the bottom of the baking dish before placing the pasta flat on it. Use clean scissors to carefully cut the pasta to fit the baking dish. Then add a little sauce on top, spread and add another pasta layer. Do this process until the baking dish is 3/4 full. On the top, fill the entire surface with the red sauce. Spread and cover the pasta with the red sauce. Then carefully top it with the white sauce. also add some chopped green bell peppers and mushroom. Grate some mozzarella cheese on top. It is also recommended to use either Parmesan or quick melt cheese. Put in the oven and let it cook for 10 minutes. I use a microwave oven because I didn't have a big oven, so it may vary depending on what oven you use. Sometimes I use a turbo broiler and I cook it for 10 minutes in 175 degrees Celsius. And we are done with the savory, meaty, creamy, and delicious lasagna. This dish is always something we enjoy and one we never forget to include in our New Year's feast. For our red fish dish, we will be making sweet and sour maya-maya. Let us season the fish with half teaspoon of salt on each side and rub it in properly. Set aside for a few minutes before frying. Get some oil from the pan where the ground pork and hot dog was cooked. Remove all the residue before frying. Carefully place in the fish and cook for 5 minutes on each side in a medium-high heat. Once cooked, place on a plate with a paper towel and set aside. Now, it's time to prepare the other ingredients. Chop off both ends of the carrots and peel. Then cut into coins before designing it like a flower. Cut a bell pepper in half, take out the seeds, and slice into chunks. Of course, you can cut the veggies according to your preference. Next, chop the onions into medium-sized slices. And finally, mince 2 large cloves of garlic. It's time for the sauce. Sauté the minced garlic in 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. Follow it up with the onion and sauté for a minute. Next is an inch of chopped ginger and sauté for another minute. Then add the carrots and cook for 3 minutes. Add the green bell pepper and sauté again for a few minutes. Next are the liquid ingredients. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 4 tablespoons of ketchup, a tablespoon of sugar, and a tablespoon of vinegar. Mix everything until all the ingredients are properly incorporated. Pour in a cup of water and mix the sauce well before bringing it to boil. Then add a tablespoon of ground black pepper and half teaspoon of salt before mixing again. Then add a pouch of pineapple tidbits for that sourness and mix. To thicken it up, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of dissolved flour in water mixture. Put in the fish to baste and simmer for 2 minutes. As always, you can adjust to your taste, like how I did. After tasting, I added a tablespoon of sugar and another pouch of pineapple tidbits. With the perfect balance between sweet and sour, our fish dish is done. It is another tasty and healthy meal to add to our table. For our final dish, we have pork ribs in barbecue sauce. In a hot pan, melt 100 grams of butter, And saute 1 large chopped onion and 3 cloves of chopped garlic. Place in 1 kilo of pork ribs in the pan. Season with a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of ground black pepper. Also, add 2 pieces of bay leaves. Cook for 5 minutes on each side on medium-high heat. Next, pour a pouch of tomato sauce all over the pork ribs. 4 tablespoons of ketchup and mix it all again to coat the meat and mix in the batter. This is best to do on a non-stick pan because as you can see it starts burning, and I chose to transfer it in another pan. I transfer it all to a different pan and then add 3 cups of water, cover, and bring to a boil. Let it simmer for 30 minutes on a medium-high heat. After 30 minutes, squeeze a whole lemon and add 4 tablespoons of sugar. Add water if needed. And finally, add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce mixed before letting it simmer for another 5 minutes. We are done! It smells so good and it's so mouth-watering. This dish was really savory, saucy, and delicious. This New Year's feast is a success. Let us all thank God for all the food that we have on our New Year's Eve celebration and for all the blessings that He gave to us. Thank you all for watching and for patronizing my channel. I hope you will all stay and grow with me on this journey in creating more content in this channel. Like and share this video with everyone. If you want to see more content like this in the future, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye-bye.